All right, so before we talk about anything, what the hell happened to my starting soon screen? There's like a bunch of like wizards from like various pieces of media at random. What the hell? Who allowed this? Who even who? Uh, oh, whatever. I'll worry about it later. Hello there. Hey, today is what the hell is today? Today's Wednesday, and there was a thing today, and I'll probably proceed to talk about the thing. I think I have a lot of things to say about the thing. Also, I did not stream yesterday, but for some reason there's like signs of streams on my like accounts and whatnot. I don't know what the hell's going on. Things are weird. First that, and then wizards. I don't know what the hell. But hey, hello there, Green Squid. Gadzooks Part 2. What do you mean Gadzooks? What the hell is that supposed to mean? I forgot what day it was. I did forget what day it was. I'm sorry. Okay, I missed April Fools. I wanted to do something cool, but I guess it didn't really come together. Maybe next year. But yeah, hello there, Green Squid. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 Direct today. That was a thing. And it's got me thinking about the Mario Karts, which is exactly why we're doing this today. Also because I still don't know what we're even doing with our lives currently. But yeah, the Switch 2. I have some mixed feelings about said Direct. I thought the actual Direct was pretty awesome. Mario Kart World looks pretty amazing. The new Donkey Kong was pretty fun. There's like a bunch of third-party stuff. And the actual console seems pretty cool itself. That all seems all well and good. But then right at the finish line, there was a little bit of like trippage, falling over the fences of the goal. What do they call those things you jump over? Whatever. Things are expensive, okay? Apparently the games are going to cost somewhere between $70 and even up to $90 in the case of Mario Kart World Physical Edition. What the fuck? Like I know, like I remember I talked about it on stream before. Like, hey, did you hear that people think that GTA will be sold for $100? Like that's ridiculous. Well, nobody would ever do that. Little did I know. Little did I know that we're $10 away, and the one who fired the gun was Nintendo with their Mario Kart 9s. So that kind of took the wind out of my sails a little bit, not gonna lie. I think the console seems pretty cool. I think the games that were announced for it were pretty cool. The pricing is like what I would describe as crackhead numbers. I don't know what we're doing here. I was thinking like, hey, the Switch 2 looks pretty cool. I wonder how Nintendo could fuck it up. Buy it with exorbitant prices for their video games. Damn, it's like the opposite of the PS3. The actual console is fairly reasonable. It's the games that'll kill you. It's the gosh darn games that'll kill you. Crazy, crazy. Yo, hello Mario. Yo, we're playing a game with your character and your name. Other way around. Whatever. Hey, how's it going there, buddy? Scoot 1738, more like broke 1738. Haha, I'm in serious debt. I spent it all on the Switch 2 help. When you get paid bi-weekly, week 1 Switch 2, nothing else, you're dead. You've lost the survival game. Damn. Console will be going for 250 USD, and the pack of the Switch 2 and the Mario Kart 9 is 500 USD. Yeah, I kind of expected the thing to be around $400, so 50 isn't that bad. Isn't that much of a markup in my opinion. Although 500 is kind of pushing it. What mode am I playing, by the way? I'm playing multiplayer. I want to go to online to talk to the other online folks. Yeah. So that I didn't have really a problem with the actual pricing of the console, but the games, man, the games. Also, apparently, rest in peace to my Canadian homies out there. They apparently got very screwed over in terms of pricing of the actual console. So, rest in spaghetti. Who's this guy? This guy looks. I don't recognize this guy. Is this like a new character? Is this like a different Mario character that I haven't seen before? Who the hell is this guy? But no, I gotta tell you, that new Mario Kart that they showed off, the Mario Kart World, that looked very fun. I can't wait for that. I'm gonna be like clenching my teeth the entire time after making said purchase, but I think we'll have a good time with Mario Kart World. It looks very fun. But man, nothing really takes the wind out of your sails more than like, wow, these are some cool video games. Too bad too bad I gotta go to a soup kitchen after purchasing one of them. Like, damn. Switch 2 looks so good. They can't possibly fuck. What are these prices again? Yeah, I know exactly. That's pretty much my exact reaction. Like, wow, that was really cool. And then I looked at the price, like, oh, 4050 isn't the worst. Pretty reasonable for what it does, I guess. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It seems like that the actual specs of the console are actually like worth a damn. Also, what does that say in the top right? Gadzooks. Oh, and are Seal and Elijah wearing wizard hats? What the hell? Okay, first my starting soon screen gets like freaking vandalized, and now there's text in the top right. I can't even get it off. It's like written in some kind of like magic marker or something. Like, what the hell? Anyway, bad bits aside. You've been doing good. Kind of in the mood for Hollow Knight today. I wonder where that came from. So we're playing in Steel Soul mode again. This time without the cheese where you save could have 1 health. So about halfway through, any percent, still going strong. Yeah, that's another thing. There is news. The Deltarune is today, and the Silk Song is always. I can't wait till June 4th when everyone who said Deltarune tomorrow can say it one last time and just get it off their chest. And then April, and then like whenever Silk Song comes around, I don't know, what do Silk Song fans do? Put on like clown makeup or whatever? They could take off the clown makeup, I suppose. Canadians all in America are different. Yeah, I know, but damn, it's a damn shame. Everything you see in Canadian is difference. I can't believe they announced it's 2025. I know, right? New Year just dropped. Like, ayo. Crazy that they did for Deltarune and Silk Song. Chat crashed both times. That's amazing. I'd imagine so. I kind of got the pants scared off me when I saw the Toby Fox dog just kind of like slink up to me and like was bipedal. That was crazy. And the best part was Silk Song just being tossed on like a sizzle reel, where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, Silk Song, don't ask me for shit again. I love that. That was also kind of a jump scare. Yeah, I wish I could have watched it live. I actually didn't. I saw it like a little bit before going live. I saw the the prices and whatnot and various other things. Last week's Direct, I said it before, but last week's Select was a little bit too early for me, and this one was ultra early for me because I was like an hour earlier, and it's like, no, I'll just watch it later. It was kind of eating away at me for most of today, but man, oh hey, I could play the game. So yeah, we're playing Mario Kart 8 because we are still sort of in between games. And, I really feel like Mario Kart today. I don't know why. But yeah, I guess now we have like 2 months to kill. We have like 2 months to kill till June when we just become a Mario Kart streamer and play a bunch of Mario Kart World, I suppose. So I guess we'll see what we'll be doing for those 2 months. Deltarune today, I mean June 5th. Did I already read that? I don't care. Is that a Canadian guy? Oh my god. But yeah, overall, console games look very cool. The pricing makes me very sad. And it's probably going to pave the way to all their console games copying, doing much worse, most likely. If I had to imagine. So that's going to be fun, I guess. Oh, it's not going to be fun, actually. 2 months to kill. 2 months. You know what game takes 2 months of streaming time? Xenoblade X. No. So we actually tweeted the Deltarune tomorrow meme. And he was right! How did he know? You know what else is weird? There was like a game that was announced during the Direct. And it was like a tech demo for the Switch 2, right? But apparently it's being sold separately for some reason. Like, what? Like that, a little program that takes you through a tour of your console, plays little mini games using the different features. You think that would be like, come with the console? But apparently it's being sold separately. I don't understand what Blood was cooking with that. Blood was onto nothing. I'm sure I probably won't be... Oh, good, low battery. Oh, good, boulder on my skull. I love that. Now, you may be wondering, why am I playing as Waluigi? I actually don't know. Have you seen some of the characters that are being added into Mario Kart World? They're just like throwing in a bunch of random Mario enemies, and I'm here for it, honestly. I am actually here for it. I can't wait to play as the skeleton fish or just the random Goomba. That's the kind of pulls I want in a game like this. This is why I don't want Nintendo Kart, because you just throw in whatever the fuck kind of Mario characters you want in the next game. I'm looking forward to that. Dry Bones Fish is my new main. He drives with his teeth. He's doing so good. I'm hoping that like either like a Bob Bomb or a Chain Chomp will also be playable. Those are my dudes. I'm a big fan of Chain Chomps and Bob Bombs. I haven't seen any of those so far. Tech demo. Yeah, all right. See the home screen on the Direct? It's literally OG Switch. Yeah, I did see it actually, and it's almost exactly the same, which is pretty disappointing. I guess I didn't really need a very elaborate, home screen for me to enjoy the console, but I really would have liked it. It'd have been nice because the Switch screen, the Switch UI is pretty boring. It would have been nice having something like, actually it looks cool and that I enjoyed greatly. We are not in that timeline, I suppose. But I guess you never know. I guess they could always add in themes later as an update, because didn't they do that with the 3DS? Or like the 3DS one, they just randomly got updated with like a fuck ton of like purchasable themes. Oh, who knows? Maybe something of the sort could happen for the Switch too. I'm not gonna count on it though. Everybody cheated. Everybody cheated. Everybody cheated except Waluigi. Everybody. Hold on, I'm trying to look through the things people are saying. The pre-order seems cool. Scalpers are crying right now. Oh yeah, wasn't it something like now they're actually making sure you actually like play video games on your Switch before they sell it to you? I mean, hey, that's a good way to keep scalpers out. Hey, like, yo, dog, you gotta actually play the video games before we could sell it to you. I don't know, maybe it might seem a little gatekeepy, but you know what? That's what we need. The scalpers were crazy during the Switch, so you know what? I'm cool. I'm cool with that. Themes this time, surely. Yes. Here's how the themes can still win. Oh well. I guess I'll be turning it back to the dark theme. At least that doesn't hurt my eyes when I turn it on. Switch themes tomorrow. Hey, they added that virtual cart thing there at the very end of its lifespan. So who knows? Maybe that'll be like the final Switch update. Themes. You get to pre-order the Switch too if you switch on the membership for a year and have played 50 hours on the Switch. That should probably help a lot on the My Nintendo store. Hopefully. I guess we'll see. You know, maybe the scalpers will just like order like, I don't know, what's like the cheapest game you can order on the eShop? Like Dentist Simulator. You just leave it locked for hours. See, I am a real Nintendo fan. I have thousands of hours of Dentist Simulator. And it's like the shittiest like AI slop you've ever seen in your entire life. That doesn't even look like it was made by a real human because it wasn't. But Mr. Scalper's got about 1,000 hours in it, so there you go. That guy went in the toilet! I sentence you to a lifetime in the toilet. Fuck you. I ain't paying for my crimes. That guy came back with the milk for his son. I know, the new Kirby Air Ride. Oh my god, I'm very psyched for that. Okay, look, I'm not gonna pretend that I am like the Grand Poobah or anything, but I kind of am because I started playing Kirby Air Ride last year and got really into it both off and on stream. So you know, I'm just saying. I brought you the Tamagotchis, and I've brought you the Kirby Air Rides. It was all me. You may send me your royalties, my skibbities. But I'm very excited for the promise of a new Kirby Air Ride. It seems like a good time if you're a racing game fan. Doing the new Mario Kart, the new Kirby, and F-Zero GX on GameCube. I'm kind of sad that the GameCube NSO thing is only launching with like 3 games. Which, what were they? Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX. I mean, yeah, I love F-Zero GX, so I'm pretty excited for that, but man. You'd think that if they're waiting that long to add it to the thing, it'd launch with a lot more stuff, but oh well. I guess I'm excited for the eventual time I get to play Chibi Robo for the first time and Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Those are like the 2 GameCube games that I missed out on. So I guess that'll be cool. drive through the ring. This is a subtle allegory about how Waluigi can't get married. I cannot fly! What is I doing? No, I'll take it. Fine then. If you're going to pre-order a console, most people have played a bit of the Switch. You need a year of online, so you can't. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. they time travel on their Switch like you would in Animal Crossing. They just change the date, like whoop. Oh, it appears that you are a proud year-long member of Nintendo Online. You will go right in. Like for pre-order, so normal people don't have it online, can still pre-order after. I might have to try to partake in that, because you know, like I said, I haven't bought a new console like, you know, day one in a very long time. I need to like learn the meta. Pokemon GameCube, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I was actually gonna play Coliseum earlier this year, but then I replaced it with Galaxy because I still have weird controller issues. Speaking of controller issues, I forgot to get my charger. Please remind me to get my charger after this, because I will forget. But yeah, Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness those games are so good. I love those games dearly. Although, like I said, they're a little lengthy because, you know, they're very battle heavy and they got very lengthy animations that are very beautiful to look at, but they're quite lengthy, especially in the first game. Yeah, those games are hoots. They're hoots. I must say they're quite hoots. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, did they ever add Smash Brothers to the N64? Oh, NSO thing? I don't remember if they did or not. That would have been one of my first choices for an N64 thing. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what are the chances they're going to add Melee? I'm going to say pretty low if they haven't added the N64 Smash Brothers yet. Also, I'm not going to lie, when I saw the Kirby Air Ride trailer, for a moment I was like, is this going to be a Smash thing? Are they doing like a Smash thing where they start with Kirby? No, it was Kirby Air Ride. And you know what? I love Smash Brothers. But man, I think Kirby Air Ride that really made me feel good on the inside. You know, I had to word it that way, but yeah. Frickin' Shy Guys, get out of here. Well, I'm gonna steal some things from you, dude. Yes, kill Yoshi. Or was that? Oh no, it was Luigi. I killed Luigi. Okay, you know what my favorite detail in the new Mario Kart is? Apparently, when you're playing as Waluigi, his tires have the name Luigi crossed out on the tires, and he just writes Waluigi. Well, I guess it's not crossed out because he didn't really need to do that, but you know what I mean. He just like crudely writes Waluigi on his tires, and I love that. It's a pretty fun detail. Oh, I'm driving on the sand. I thought I could drive anywhere. I thought the whole world was my oyster or whatever. This game is lies. It's the second time I got 5th place in a row. Wow, crazy. The Switch 2 upgrades of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are free on Switch Online Plus. Yeah, I did see that. That's also something I'm not really fond of. The fact that you have to pay for upgrades for the video games. Toad Circuit, baby. Like I kept talking about it, like, oh, I assumed that those will be free, but I guess they kind of went with a combination of you pay for some of them, but then there also apparently be games that'll have Switch 2 upgrades. Like they gave out a little list, and like some of the games included were like Scarlet and Violet, you know, Mario Odyssey, and like Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker for some reason. It gave like a little list of stuff that'll be updated, and I didn't know there was a new Brain Age actually. Or no, Big Brain Academy. Looking at that list is how I found out that there was actually a Big Brain Academy game on Switch. Okay, we're going to Baby Park instead. You know what? I could live with this. I don't understand why you wouldn't pay. Well, because why would you? Like, you know who doesn't do that? Sony. When you buy the PS4 version of the game, you get the PS5 version along with it. I don't have a PS5, but I technically own the copy of Armored Core 6 as well on PS5. I kind of thought that would be... I'm dying. I kind of thought that also be how they would do it on the Nintendos, where you buy the Switch version, you own the Switch 2 version for free. But no. We are in the greed era of Nintendo. It appears. So, you know, that's the precedent that is being set. Die, motherfuckers. Everybody. I threw a banana at you as well. Die. Hold on. I'm in Baby Parkland where nothing is real. Strawberry Fields, nothing is real. Baby, I'm Waluigi. You notice how this actually isn't really getting me anywhere? It's the nature of Baby Park. You understand how many boosts I need to get hit in this bitch of a world? Why am I not squish? You know what? I'm fine. I'll. Ooh. I'm in fourth for some reason. Never mind, fifth. That's the third time in a row I got fifth. Oh my god! If this was a slot machine, crazy. Crazy how well stylized some games are. They went like how you and many others thought the Bloodborne thing was Castlevania at first. How Kirby looked like Smash and Donkey Kong looked like Pikeman at first. I did not. Oh no. I did not think that Pikeman. I did not think that the Donkey Kong trailer looked like Pikmin at first. I thought it was gonna be a 3D Mario. That the environs to me, I thought would be the thing. You can still play the game on Switch too, but the upgraded version that developers took time to make is paid, especially for the ones that come with new content. The devs had to take time to upgrade the games for a new system. You need to pay. Not usually. That's not how that happens on the Sonys. I'm gonna keep saying that. I think I prefer how they handled it between the PS4 and the PS5. We need the mouse control for Splatoon, like a keyboard and mouse. I wouldn't use it because I'm a snob who plays I handle mostly, but Splatoon is made for that. I said my piece on it before, but I'm stupid. Not that. Well, I've said that before too, but kind of hoping that you can't play Splatoon with multiplayer, just because that's like the best way to play, just like by default. Like a lot of people just like the gyro method of aiming would just kind of be left in the dust completely. You were able to do the keyboard and mouse. I forgot my charger again. God damn it. Again, make a lot of sense, and it probably feel pretty good. Well, you'd have to do like the Wooly style of playing the game, right? You have to have the mouse in one hand, the controller in the other. The Wooly style. And I just don't know if I could degrade myself in such a manner. Nah, I totally could, but you know. No, the mouse support does look cool. I'm hoping that it actually, functions well. It's not like, you have the slightest bit of dust on your desk. Get destroyed. Like seeing the new Civ game with the mouse controls doing the menuing, that looks pretty cool. Well, apparently I've heard that the new Civilization game isn't all that great, but yeah, whatever. It looks very cool. It was a good demonstration of the power of the mouse. Oh yeah, apparently there's like a freaking PlayStation iToy that you could purchase now that just beams your body into the video game. Welcome back, PlayStation iToy / Kinect, sort of. I'm a little curious about that. I sure as heck will not use it on stream because, I prefer not to beam myself onto the internet. Okay, well, hold on. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna go get my controller, my charger. Even as far away, I vote on I vote for Mount Wario. We're snoots on this one, paying for the upgrades, especially the ones that add content, makes perfect sense to you. Oh, it makes sense to me too, because this is a way for Nintendo to resell their games as Switch 2 editions for an extra $10 to $20. Because they've shown box art of Switch 2 editions of games like Breath of the Wild, and this is just kind of the way they paved to selling the games again on store shelves, but this time for $70 to $80. I'm on to you. In the chat, tons of people thought it was Pikmin. Yeah, but gamers are stupid. It makes sense you gotta pay. Just because the mom lets him have candy doesn't mean you get candy. I want the candy, damn it. Why can't I? Is it wrong to expect candy? Alright, I'm probably gonna be paying $400 for the console. Why can't I expect candy? I want my goddamn candy. I think we should actually expect more candy from the people we buy from. Truthfully. I sort of feel like it's attitudes like that kind of get you stuck with games like Scarlet and Violet. Like, come on, a lot of people put a lot of time and effort into it. It's like, yeah, they sure did. Doesn't mean the game is, like, very much worth it. Almost died horribly. Like, you know, I've said my piece on it many times that I enjoy the game. But I still consider it, like, a bit of an embarrassment. I hate my life. You know, there's too many trees in the forest. I'm missing the forest for the trees. Whatever the saying is. Get out of here, Daisy. You don't belong in this world. Oh dear. Hold on. I'm self-destructing a little bit. And we had a good thing going. We had a good thing going. But then I used to rule the world. Chunks would load when I gave the word. Speaking of chunks loading when I say the word, apparently there's like reviews coming out of the Minecraft movie, and you know what? Please don't let me be in trouble. If there's one thing I can prevent in this world, if there's one thing, shit. Well, is they get paid for like DLC if you already have the game? Yeah, but I'm saying that should have been free. People are also complaining why you had to pay for a mouse and like a tech demo. Yes, that's done to pay for it, but for hardware upgraded editions of games like that, you don't need if you don't care about the graphics like that. Well, you don't have to pay for the mouse. Doesn't your Joy-Con become the mouse? Or I guess you mean adding in the feature in older stuffs. SBN paying for a game to run on new hardware is different. If I buy a game on Xbox, I don't expect it for free on PS4. Sure, they're very similar consoles, they're slightly different. It also takes time and money to change. That's completely different though, because they're still going to be releasing games on the Switch 1. You know, Pokemon ZA is going to be a Switch 1 game, also launching along both 1 and 2. For as much as, you know, Switch 2 has improved, it very much is, you know, I can't imagine it was that difficult. Add in more stuff in the special editions of the games. You meant the camera. Yeah. It's all fun and games until you're playing Mario Kart Jamboree and then someone shows up with like the full cock and balls out. Will you compete with them in Mario Party? But no. I get what you're saying. And yes, I do think that you know. I guess I would probably be kinder on it if it wasn't for the fact that the games are $80 to $90. like I'd be like, well, you know, the games are the same price, so I guess it makes sense, you know, yada yada yada. But no, not in this world. In this world, I am not chill. I used to be a chill guy who just likes to hang out, but I am no longer chill. I am angry, Grar. But I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because, you know, between that and GameCube, I probably will finally end up getting the expansion pack again. I let it lapse because I didn't think it was really all that worth it, but I feel like that does make it a little bit more worth it. Is every game that supports the expansion, is it going to be free with the thing? The NSO Plus? Because I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna like go back and make updated versions of games that, you know, weren't listed in the direct. Like I kind of saw a distinct lack of Xenoblade in the trailer. Like no, I love the Xenoblade games to death, but they could use some updates. They could use some more consistent frame rates, better resolutions. So I kind of expected to see at least a couple, you know, at least one or two of the games on either the upgraded list, you know, the expanded list, or that little list where it's like, you know, stuff you get upgraded. I got 2 bullet bills in one match. Because the thing is that people, it turns out that Xenoblade X, the Xenoblade game that just came out a couple weeks ago, it apparently has an executable that can make it run in 60 FPS, which, you know, that's not really feasible on the original Switch. So, you know, I kind of assume that game will get an, you know, either an updates, the free updates, or an expanded version at some other points. It has not yet. I can't fit. What is up with the number 5? Is it number 5? Is the number 5 cursed today or something? I keep getting 5th place as Waluigi. I mean, listen, if you're playing as Waluigi, you know, you're gonna have you're 5th is good as Waluigi. Okay, it could get way worse as that man's. Only know that Mario Kart 9 is $80 and DK is $70. We had no idea so far. They've announced Zelda, but I'm sure most of the ones that don't have extra content, most of them are sample size of 1. But that's the thing. I think they totally would up the price because like, you know, think about it. If they're not gonna update it for free, and they have box arts of the Switch 2 edition, so I'm assuming they're gonna be sold on store shelves. I'm assuming that they're gonna be marked up. Because you would pay for the, you know, the Switch 2 edition for the regular amounts, but you get kind of ripped off if you had the original, because then you have to pay like 10 or 20 bucks for extra. So that's kind of where my assumption comes from, that they're gonna be marked up, the Switch 2 editions of games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, sure, we don't know that yet, that they'll be marked up, but they will be. Absolutely, I have no doubt in my mind about that. The Switch 2 editions of those video games. I'm in an airport. I feel like Waluigi is one person who's been banned from many airports in the past. Can you tell this MF to stream again? Can't get it because I'm a Mario fan? Lunix, I STG to God. I've had it upward to here with your chicanery. I will not be telling Mario to stream. Okay, he is his own Mario. He is his own fan. He is his own live. Okay. Like, I don't know where like your special Mario tracking technology comes from, but it's kind of freaky. I'm not gonna lie. I STG to God. Yeah, that's what I said. Now pipe down or I'll turn this car around. Anyway, hello there, Moonix. Hope you're doing well. Glad you could join us. I'm just hanging out with the Mario Krats. Thinking of Mario Kart a lot right now, as you probably imagine. I'm clearly not thinking about what I'm doing right now, though, considering my place in this world. Goddamn. You stream. I don't know who else he watches. I guess Mario fans is gonna have to keep his follow lists a secret. Otherwise, strange outside forces will be approaching rapidly to your destination. I'm doing very poorly right now, jeez. This is actually maybe one of my worst performances I've ever had. It's just because I'm trying to have a pleasant conversation. Oh no, bro! That's it. There's no time for pleasantries. Grar, I'm angry again. See, the chill guy's gone. Once again. Please, I don't want to be defeated by Paul. I don't want to be in this position again where I lose to Pauline. Again. Oh, it's over. Get out of my way, Pauline. Miss Pauline. She still beat me. Okay, well, you know. I think you rated me once. Fun fact, it's been over 35 months since Mario fans' last stream. I'll go. Okay, later. So what are you saying? For sure, but saying 80 and 90 is dumb. All we know that Mario Kart 9 launched the launch release, the most sold game on the Switch One will be $80, and DK AAA game is $70. So most likely more AAA games that used to go for $6 will go for $70. Mario Kart 9 will mostly like the likely exception to it being a once per generation game and not the rule. But it's still fucked up though. I don't want to pay $90 for it, which I won't because I'm gonna buy the bundle. But still, I don't like the precedence. And besides, Danky Kang being sold for $70, I'm not a fan of that either. Okay, I should have known it was a bad sign when Tears of the Kingdom was $70. And Nintendo lied about that too. I remember it was like, no, dog, we're not gonna sell the freaking Tears of the Kingdom for $70. That's just a rumor. And then they did sell it for $70. I shouldn't have bought it. I liked it though a lot. Damn it, I'm a sucker. So I am definitely assuming that most first-party Nintendo titles are gonna be $70. And I guess whatever the fuck they feel like, I guess. Arms 2 will be the first $120 game. Damn it. Yeah, we're in Excite Bike. Get excited for Excite Bike. How come there wasn't a new Excite Bike at the NSO? I mean, the Nintendo 2 Direct. I keep calling them conferences. What do I think I am? Some kind of like... What do I think I am? Some kind of E3? What is this? Some kind of E3? Wow, this is like the lamest Excite Bike course I think I've ever seen. These tiny jumps, bunch of flat ground. Like, what the hell? And I'm back in 12th place? Wow, this is just not Waluigi's day, is it? Yeah, I should have known playing as Waluigi. Waluigi has like a natural negative emotional aura when you play as him. When you play as Waluigi, the vibes of the game just go down immensely. The vibes are rented as you play as Waluigi. Look at all this flat ground we're riding on. Isn't this cool? Hate you, Luigi. It was Luigi! Of course it was Luigi. One who had to break my stride. Who had to eat my ass. Damn you, Luigi. Where's the enemies to lovers story about Luigi and Waluigi? Actually, I think that already exists. Never mind. Toadette! I didn't see you in the trailer. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I did. I actively sought out Toadette. First thing I looked for in the trailer is to see if Toadette made it back in. Which she did. Our girl made it back in. Damn, this game is crazy. Imagine if it was open world. Didn't I make it? Wait, hold on. Didn't I like make a joke about open world Mario Kart at some point? I feel like I might have. Okay, just throw out everything in the kitchen sink out, Waluigi. Please. Hate you, Mario. Oh, did I beat Mario? Hey, I defeated Mario. It's because we're on different sides of the planets. Gotta love that there ping of yours. $10 price increase after like 15 years is fine. Yes, it sucks because the economy is still bad and everyone is poor, but and ag games used to be $40. Inflation happens. Hey, look, it's a new character in the video game. Yeah, but I'm not happy about it. And I'd be like, okay, yes, please, Nintendo, please, can I have some more? I say that, but I'm probably gonna, the minute they drop like a Xenoblade, I'll be like, yes, please, give me more. Hurt me more, Snake. Hurt me more. 80 is crazy, but again, the exception, not the rule. And another thing, I don't like the idea of having to pay more for a physical game than digital. Like, goddamn. Fucking bullshit. I'm going, why didn't I vote for Mute City? I'm losing my edge. Why didn't I vote for Mute City? Or I could have gone to Moo Moo Meadows. Because apparently we could play as the cow in Moo Moo Meadows in the new game. No one is happy about it. Nintendo isn't happy about it, but it happens to accept it. No. And I think Nintendo was probably very happy about it. I'm just saying. We fooled them again. They'll buy anything we put out. Take this sequel to 1-2 Switch, you fool. How come there wasn't 1-3 Switch? Okay, never mind. But yes. Either way, I am still excited about the Switch 2, despite me being being very mumble grumble about the pricing. I can't lie to you, it did kind of kill my excitement a little bit, a lot of it. I know that when we get the Mario Kart World, it's gonna be a good time when we play it on stream. That'll be good times. But man, I'm just gonna probably have to take out a second mortgage when that new when the new Super Smash Bros. Game comes out. That's how it goes. That's how it's gonna be, I suppose. This is our life now. Eat it up. Eat it up. Ow! Oh, something else. I am a fraud, actually. Okay, so for like months, I've been like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see what the Switch 2 is like, because Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be a launch game on it. And you know what wasn't present in the Switch 2 Direct? Monster Hunter Wilds. I am a liar. I might have... Okay, so here's the thing. I read an interview a long time ago about like, oh yeah, we're going to be launching the game on Switch 2 when it's going to be a launch title on the Switch 2. And for years, for months, I've been parroting that. Like, oh yeah, guys, we just wait and see. Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be on the Switch 2. It's going to be crazy. And then it wasn't there. So I am currently on Fraud Watch. Like, I guess there's still a possibility that the game, will be available. Announced in between now and July or June. But as of right now, I am on huge Fraud Watch. I am, it's fraud detected. The fraud detected alarm is going off right now. You know what the funny thing about that is? You know what did get shown off at the Switch 2 Direct? Friggin', what's it called? The Wild Hearts. Yeah, Wild Hearts. You see, Wild Hearts is a Monster Hunter style game published by EA. And it seemed like it actually had a lot of potential to be something really cool. But it kind of got killed when oh cool, but don't you love getting bullet bills? You don't even have to do anything and just win. Well, I got first place. So, your definition of winning is subjective. No, but Wild Hearts Monster Hunter style game got killed off with only a few major updates. I think maybe not even any major updates, but it got killed pretty early. But apparently there's going to be a special edition of it on the Switch too. So you know what? I may have been wrong about Monster Hunter Wilds, but there is indeed a monster hunting game with Wild in its name, releasing for the Switch 2. And I think I might want to try it out. I haven't tried out Wild Hearts, but it actually looked kind of cool. Cool Monster Hunter-like. We don't have a lot of good Monster Hunter-likes out there. Because, like, what's out there? Freedom Wars came out this year, which I still got to play. There's God Eater, which is another Monster Hunter-like. I guess now Wild Hearts, and that's kind of... Honestly, kind of the only ones I can really think of off the top of my head in terms of Monster Hunt. Well, of course there was Dauntless, but Dauntless, we don't talk about Dauntless. Ugh. I will spend most of my rest of my life trying to forget about what happened to Dauntless. All right, well, we're going to Mario Circuit, I guess. Who voted for Mario Circuit? Not me. Oh, yeah, Mario Circuit, my favorite. Mario Circuit 3, even. Oh, my God. They're definitely not happy about it now. They have to deal with people being mad. They have to make less money in games for like 5 years due to inflation on their price, and they have to pay more for everything due to inflation, too. White people are the shareholders because the perceived value of the company goes up with inflation. Everyone else is upset. Okay. Whatever. I'm just saying, I think they could have very easily have not sold Mario Kart World for $90. Listen, I get it. Things is hard right now. But I think they might have seen, like, it's like, oh, we're doing well now. Fucking go for it. Damn. I got okay. Okay. Donkey Kong. Look, I didn't okay you out of like apathy. I said okay because I said okay. Okay, I might have said it like a bitch, like I was like, oh, okay. But, that was not my intention on my words. Anyway, at the end of the day, we know who the real enemy of the world is currently. Why things are so expensive in the first place. Thanks a lot, you big orange bastard. Hey, okay, please stop hurting the Waluigi. A lot of things can change in between. I got shot by 3 bullets! That's the name of my new young adult novel. It's a mystery about a guy who gets shot 3 times by bullets. So, I'm just saying, a lot could change in 3 months. Look, all I'm saying is, if the catalyst for social reform is expensive video games, well, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh! I hate you. Who threw that bomb? Who threw that bomb and had it ricochet off the wall to kill Waluigi in particular? You're on my list, motherfucker! Who did that? That was just mean. Did you see that perfect, like, Charles Barkley shot thrown across the... This wouldn't have happened in Mario Kart World. No, it probably was going to happen many times. You know what's going to happen in Mario Kart World? I'm going to be like an old guy with like a map. I got my map up on my dashboard, like, where's the next course? I can't find it. Dad, just stop and ask for directions. No, I need to use the map. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to in between courses in Mario Kart World. It's just gonna be Dad trying to find his way to Wally World Simulator. How come I'm the only person who voted for Animal Crossing? Damn, first groceries, now video games. What will they make expensive next? They better not come for my addiction of food and shelter. Oh, wait. Damn it. I said the joke wrong, but I remember seeing like a post where it's like, damn, I fed into my food and shelter addiction. Like, damn, real. Like, I told you about how when I pay for stuff, I'm like, damn it, they took me. That's how I feel. I'm like, how could I let myself do this? How could I be so weak and indulge in my addiction of food and shelter? Damn it. I was going to make a joke about how, like, oh, I bet they'll make Twitch emotes more expensive, but they kind of already did do that. Twitch did raise the prices like a couple months ago. Shit. I'm surprised I'm still alive. Never mind, I'm lying. Water bill's so L. L plus you're drowning. Or what's the opposite of drowning? R slash L slash you're dry. Plus you're weak to grass. I'm assuming we're ground types. But, you know, I've been talking a little bit negative throughout the whole thing, but I will say, Pokemon Legends EA, that's pretty good. I think it'll be pretty cool on the Switch too. I'm not really the biggest fan of like the Scarlet and Violet art style, but I will say ZA actually makes it look pretty good. So there's that. I'm getting more excited about the game the more I learn about it. Also, yeah, isn't there like a I can't believe I'm alive. That guy had a rotating banana. Yes! I'm only second to Luigi. Damn it. Paid water ass country. Oh yeah, well I got a big old thing of water bottle right here. Fuck the police. I'm the whitest guy ever. Anyway. Yeah, when the ZA was first revealed, I thought, oh, I guess that's cool. Legends game in Luminary City. And, you know, I had my doubts about it. But it's shaping up to be pretty cool. I'm actually really looking forward to it. And I had my heart set on Totodile for a while, but I think I'm kind of leaning towards Chikorita. Okay, listen. Imagine this. You paid for it, ass country. Well, I don't actually really have an ass. I had to sell it to afford Mario Kart World. Okay, enough of that. Okay, enough doom and gloom. Okay, there's been plenty enough of doomerisms already. All right. Despite all the misgivings, I am still pretty excited for the Switch 2. And all the new stuff in Mario Kart World looks very, very nifty. And I'm down to clown for it. I'm down to clown, okay? I am down at the Clowneth, which is my medieval name. Direct fire. I agree. Like before I learned about the pricing stuff, I thought, man, that direct kind of rolled. Like, yeah, I kind of thought that the first party was kind of like a, you know, interesting. 2 racing games, a sports game, a spin-off, a sequel to a sequel to a spin-off, and Donkey Kong, which also the new Donkey Kong looks pretty cool. They really are just kind of like abandoning the rare design for Donkey Kong. It's kind of a bit of an end of an era, honestly. Like I kind of thought that they were only doing that for Mario Kart 9 because I thought that was just the game's art style. But no, they really are just that's just what Donkey Kong looks like now. You know, I like his new design. I do. I think it's pretty expressive and he looks pretty silly. But no, Donkey Kong's rare design. It's such a good design that it's easy to forget that it's a redesign of the arcade Donkey Kong. It's like, you know, you look at Donkey Kong's rare design, you assume like, oh yeah, that's just what he always looked like. That's Donkey Kong. That's Donkey Kong. That's Dongly Knob. But no, I have enjoyed the new style for Donkey Kong since the Mario Kart 9 preview was shown during the Switch 2 preview. So I'm pretty alright with it. Although I kind of wonder if they're going to redesign Diddy Kong as well. Or if they're just going to have him have his, you know, original rarish design as well. I guess we'll see. Hold on, I'm blind! And I'm in the lava. In the lava organ. Discord and Switch. Yeah. That trailer was well, we don't have E3 anymore, but that trailer did remind me of certain E3 trailers. You know, the ones where they had got the fake gamer speech. I'm a big fan of fake gamer speech. That's easily one of my favorite kinds of trailers. I'm in 12th, goddammit. I do think that is kind of a cool feature, and like Nintendo is the only game company in current year that could possibly advertise that as a feature for their console. It's like, you know, for the Xboxes and the PlayStations, that's pretty standard by now. But, you know, Nintendo, he's like, yo, dog, we got your voice communications. Which, I said it before, I'm going to be keeping that off at all times. Why? I did it again! God damn it! Oh, he brings me so far back. No. Oh. But anyway, what was I saying? I don't even know. At least I got 11th. Okay, I beat Baby Peach. I beat a literal baby. On Xbox and PS. Did I say PS? Did I just say PS? I mean, it makes sense. PlayStation. Okay, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm spinning. But no, that will be a cool feature for certain people. Okay, I know the kind. There's like people out there who like to sit on Discord and like play with their pals while they play a single player game. That's for you. Okay, that's for you types out there. You cannot be alone with your silence. They don't have built-in Discord, do they? They don't have built-in Discord, but they have their own chat features, their own chat system. I think they, I think they might also have Discord as well, actually. Now that I think about it. Also, I've seen people say that the new thing is Discord. It's a Discord. I thought it was like their own like in-house kind of chat system that just happens, look like Discord. Has it said that has it been said that is like specifically Discord, or is it like their own thing? People, friends, and family. L image. Yeah, I got kind of a kick out of like, oh, look at your friend's screen, and then the screen is like. That's the sound I imagine that the screen was making. I guess I appreciate the honesty, but yeah, that'll be an interesting experience. Screen sharing on the Switch, and even with multiplayer games I do play, like Splatoon 2, I probably will still keep the voice chat off because, I've said my piece. I think Splatoon is one of the more friendly online communities in terms of, multiplayer shooters. And I'm kind of convinced that a big reason for that is because the game doesn't have voice chat. Like, it does technically. Splatoon 2 and I think 3, you could use like the NSL app to like, join a room and talk with people over there, over the phone. I don't know how many people actually use that feature and not just use Discord, but it was certainly an option. But I know when I'm playing Splatoon 4, I will most likely be keeping that turned off at all times. But it kind of harkens back to the days of WeSpeak. WeSpeak was WeSpeak the first Nintendo-related thing to have voice chat? I think it was. Yeah, I remember that being a thing. I think I had a WeSpeak actually, even though I didn't really have any games that really supported it. I tried to talk to some of my like younger cousins a few times using it, and it was kind of it was an experience. That was fun, I guess. Was it? I don't know. I know there are people out there who have like great memories of using WeSpeak and playing like with their friends over Animal Crossing, City Folk, and like Monster Hunter Tri. I'll just let the bullet pass. Okay, if you see a bullet behind you, okay, it's like an ambulance. If you see a bullet behind you, you just gotta pull over, let him pass. All right, just let him go. Yeah, I guess Nintendo is probably gonna be leaning to the whole chat thing pretty heavily. I mean, they put a whole ass button on the controller for you to immediately join the voice chat. I feel like that most of my experience with that is going to be I press it on accident and then I like immediately panic as it goes, joining a room with your friends. Like, no! I do not wish to speak to other people. Release me, relinquish me. I got hit by a bullet. But if you really want to talk to like your Splatoon teammates over like a crusty mic, which they are promising is not crusty, apparently has noise cancellation, which is cool. We'll see how it works, I guess. Never seen stuff like that. I thought it was pretty unique. People just say Discord because it's the most similar thing. Thinks that's just to pull up the menu. I think it is also to pull up the menu because like you put in like has the mute and stuff. But I like my idea better where I click it accidentally and it just like doxes my friend list. Here's all the people you can talk to. I'm like, no! That's the more humor-esque scenario. New programmable buttons on the Pro Controller, cool. Yeah, that is kind of cool. These controllers I have right here, they're by Hori. They're like the big classic Joy-Cons that you could play portably. They also have stuff like that on the back as well. I wonder if that was kind of the inspiration. These also have programmable buttons. Never really used them though. But that is a cool thing. I'm sure someone will get use out of that. There'll be some use. Positively. I would love if they went really whole hog on that kind of thing and can like do like a sequence of inputs like you could in TF2 where you program scripts into your keys. So like you press a thing and it does a bunch of actions at once. Or like when you're playing engineer in TF2, you can make it so you have a hotkey that simultaneously destroys a building and also pulls out your PDA to build a new building at the same time. I would love hotkey stuff like that for it. I don't think it's going to be that deep though, but it'll probably still be useful. But yeah, the new Pro Controller seems pretty cool. I'm hoping that it has a bit of a better D-pad. I've seen a lot of people complain about the Pro Controller's D-pad. It hasn't really given me that much trouble in my years. I've had the same Pro Controller since like the beginning, and it's still going pretty strong. But, I'm also kind of hoping that it's a little bit better compatible with PC stuff, because I do enjoy using my how did that hit me? I do enjoy using my Pro Controller on the computer, but I don't use it that often compared to the PS4 controller because it's not that super compatible with a lot of things, especially when it comes to older games. Like a lot of newer games do seem to support Pro Controller. And I would hope that it's a bit more PC friendly, because there are times when I try to use my Pro Controller and it would just like damn near blue screen my computer for some reason. So, hoping that's not going to switch to Pro Controller. Also, I like the idea of it having a headphone jack. I in particular might get some use out of that because see, the way I play games on my Switch currently is I have this like setup with my capture card and OBS and like my second monitor. So whenever I want to play stuff on my own time, I usually have to either open up OBS or open up 4K capture utility or Elgato so I can actually hear the games I'm playing. So I kind of like the idea of being able to just like plug in my headphones, like, oh well, I guess I don't gotta do all that. Because my paranoid ass, I'm always so paranoid that when I have OBS open, that I'll accidentally click streaming, and I'm playing like Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I'm like, oh man, I didn't get the right material I needed. But then I loudly scratch like my arms, like, and then I like eat like a chip. Man, this game fucking sucks. I don't know why I keep playing it. And then I have like an insane video playing on my other monitor, or it's like here's how Doki Doki Panic breaks you. Fucking game sucks. I don't know why I keep playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. So I would like to have a scenario where I don't have to worry about that. And just listen to the game straight from the controller. Very specific case for me, but I'm sure maybe it's relatable to someone out there. Pretty standard. It's pretty standard for third-party controllers. Good to have it official. I didn't know if it was because the only other modern controller I have is the PS4 DualShock, and that doesn't really have anything programmable. Of course, the PS4 was over 10 years ago, but I try not to think about that. I can tell you one thing about the new camera is that while I will not be using it myself, I do, however, look forward to the future where I'm watching content creators play like Mario Party, and you just see John, content creator, alongside other John content creators making asses of themselves in front of a camera. That'll be a lot of fun. And who knows? I'd probably maybe use it for like close friends and family, but definitely not on stream because you know me. and very secretive. Well, you know, the official ones are no more programmable. The official ones. I love driving the flower pots. That's the way they call Waluigi flower pots. Okay, I'm in fourth, I guess. Whatever. Whatever. What the hell, sure. Oh, why? Why must you injure me in such a manner? Also, was this like a real thing, or was I duped? Because I remember seeing like, here's a look at some more accessories for the Switch too. And apparently there was like a steering wheel, similar to like the Wii wheel for Mario Kart Wii. Was that like a real thing? I saw it on the internet, and nobody goes on lies to tell goes on the internet to tell lies, right? I know I probably wouldn't end up using it because, you know, the idea, you know, I played a lot of motion controls on the Mario Kart Wii, but the idea of playing motion controls with this game, this Mario Kart, no, I don't. I'm good. Oh! Threw me right into the boxes, goddammit. It's just the Switch 1 Joy-Con wheel for Switch 2. There's a wheel for the Switch 1? Why am I just now learning about this? Well, once again, not like it actually really I know that even existed in the first place. Oh man, you want to know the most worthless accessory I've ever gotten in my entire life? So I used to be a big fan of Punch-Out on the Wii. One of my favorite Wii games, even to this day. I got like this. We went to like this random store, me and my family. Oh, he still won even though I hit him. All the accessories are the same, but $10 more. Sigh. No, I don't remember what shop we went to. It was like, it was definitely not like a game store or nothing like that. But for some reason, there was an accessory for the Wii where you like slide on these like boxing gloves and you could box the dudes. I thought, holy shit, this is so cool. So I ended up getting a pair, but then I realized, wait, how are you supposed to like actually play the video game? Because you can't actually push the buttons while you're wearing the boxing gloves because they're boxing gloves, and you know, strong bad. How do you type with boxing gloves on? And then I realized, oh yeah, they probably intend for you to use the Wii balance board with this, which I did not have. So that ended up becoming, everybody loves Coconut Mall. Yo, open world Coconut Mall. You drive around the various vistas, bro. Anyway. Yeah, it was just these pair of worthless boxing gloves after that weren't even actual boxing gloves because I couldn't actually press any of the buttons to play the game properly. I remember I actually tried to do like a bit of a challenge run where it's like, can I beat Punch-Out on the Wii just by blocking? I could not. I learned the hard way that I could not do that. Somebody probably could, but I could not. So yes, that was no, please. Okay, I was gonna say the one person who voted for mystery. And you know what I realized? Since the Switch 2 has a built-in microphone, you know what that means? We're finally gonna get a port of the greatest video game ever made. Hey, you Pikachu, dude! Hey, you Pikachu on NSO! Nintendo 64 NSO! Let's go! Let's go! I'd actually be kind of down with that, honestly. I've always liked Hey You Pikachu. And the big reason for that is because I never actually cared. I didn't realize the game actually had like an ending, and like, you know, I had to do the objectives to actually get the ending. Yeah, I just like to chill out with my buddy Pikachu and just give him like, you know, just vaguely talk to him. You know, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to chill with my dude, playing other Pokemon. So I actually ended up really liking Hey You Pikachu as a kid. I am stuck between a rock and another rock. I mean, hey, it's a time for random dormant franchises to get new sequels. So maybe there will be a new Hey You Pikachu using the microphone capabilities. Ooh. Probably not. If they release Hey You Pikachu 2, I'd buy 100 copies. I'm not joking. I'll go to financial debt for that game. Dude! Same. I would love a Hey You Pikachu 2. I love it so much it made me want to merge into traffic without looking. I'd actually be so down for a modern take on Hey You Pikachu 2. Or for Hey You Pikachu 1, I should say. Well, I mean, I guess technically Pokemon Channel is Hey You Pikachu 2, but it's not the same thing, like, at all. But it is, like, technically a sequel to that game, I think. Even though the gameplay, quote-unquote, is nothing like the original Hey You Pikachu. I've not actually played a Hey You, Pokemon Channel myself! I did see other people play it and then immediately panicked when a scene from the anime or like a trailer showed up, and then like their YouTube careers flashed before their eyes. That's my big experience with Pokemon Channel. Seeing content creators not even be able to like even view that much of the game out of fear. I also got a kick that out of the fact that so there's a new re-release of Bravely Default, which I still have not. Even despite the fact that I've owned a 3DS and that was one of the one of the big 3DS games, I still have not played it this many years later, and I'm kind of getting further and further justified on holding off on it because there was the game on 3DS that I didn't play, but then there was like a port to the Switch. I think it was like an enhanced port. And now there's another version of the game. I guess I'm the only one who likes Toad's Turnback, damn. And they released another version of Bravely Default on the Switch too, with enhancements. So it's like, well, damn, how many Bravely Defaults you got? That's a lot of defaults to be Bravely. But it's a pretty good game. It's very similar to old Final Fantasy type games. The old class-based job system Final Fantasies. So if you're into that, that's probably that's a pretty good choice. But I got a kick out of it because there's been like rumors of a potential Final Fantasy IX remake coming out, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, is that Garnet from Final Fantasy IX? No, it's Agnes from Bravely Defaults. And that's when I realized that Agnes from Bravely Defaults and Garnet from Final Fantasy IX are very similar looking, at least from all sides, basically. So that was kind of funny, seeing people like, oh, it's freaking Garnet from Final Fantasy. No, it's Bravely Default. Get Bravely Defaulted, idiot. Using the new NVIDIA 5090s, we released a brand new AI-powered Hey You Pikachu version of Switch 2. This exclusive version of Switch 2 will include all new AI-compatible chips, so it'll let you say Hey You Pikachu in the most realistic extent. Oh man. Well, I definitely wouldn't play it if they did that. I do not want a Pikachu chatbot, okay? I don't want Pikachu to show up and then like tell me the Krabby Patty secret formula. I'm good. Have you ever heard what the audio sounds like in Hey You Pikachu? Like when you talk to Pikachu on the microphone, you know what your like actual voice lines actually sound like? It sounds horrible. It sounds hellish. Like no wonder why Pikachu was like so quick to anger. That shit is scary. Your voice is so insanely compressed and garbled that it just sounds like something straight out of a nightmare. So yeah, it's no wonder that the Pikachu and Hey You Pikachu wasn't the most friendly in the world, where you're torturing his ears, the poor thing. Do you think anyone has ever done like a stream where it's like, I streamed with a Hey You Pikachu microphone? I would totally do that, but I sadly have lost my microphone, my N64 microphone. It's been lost for a while now, so I can do that. I don't even know how I would do that, but I'm sure someone's found a way. Found a way. I found a way. What is like the weirdest sound you've ever heard? Like, what is the worst sound you've ever heard? Like, has there ever been a sound in your life where you heard it and it's like that is something that nightmares are made of? Fried chicken. That's not the worst noise you've ever heard. Okay, no, I'm gonna tell you the worst noise I've ever heard. That I don't think. What the fuck? The game paused. Oh, come on. Did you see that? I was like suspended in animation, and then like a tick later, we're freaking playing RuneScape. We go by the global tick timer. Get out of here, Pink Yoshi. Anyway, I think the worst noise I've ever heard in my entire life was I used to have a TV that was got a sweet canyon, I should say. I used to have an old TV that would occasionally get like extremely loud. For, you know, I guess it was the speakers were breaking or something, and it would occasionally get extremely loud, extremely garbled, and just have like the voices come out incredible, very blown out. Like I'd be watching like a TV show and just suddenly go, but way worse than that, obviously. And one time I was watching Spice and Wolf like a long time ago, and it has an ending theme, which is, you know, it's very very whimsical, very very cutesy, almost sounds like a nursery rhyme kind of, right? And at that time, that's when my speakers blown out when I was watching the ending of Spice and Wolf, the ending song, and it turned into this like insane hellscape that I've never heard in my entire life. Like it sounded like the screams of the damned, like to the point where if I wanted to recreate it, like if I got the ending song to Spice and Wolf and I tried to remake it, I don't think I could. It sounded insane. It actually scared the shit out of me when it happened. It was like, brr, 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 brr. It was awful. And that I just think of that noise whenever I hear like really blown out audio. It's like, damn, against Spice and Wolf PTSD. Which is kind of a shame, because otherwise that is like one of my comfort shows, and it has been for years. But now when I think of the ending, I kind of wince a little bit anytime I watch the ending, the ending sequence. Why am I like this? Something that hits resonance with the high parts of the nasal cavity makes it super itchy and weird. That was the worst sound I've ever heard. What, me doing that? No, you've definitely heard worse sounds than me going hubba bubba. There's definitely been worse sounds than me going hubba bubba. There was also kind of another crazy sound I heard one time that I don't really know how to explain it. I talked about this before on stream. I remember I was watching like a horror series on YouTube. What was it? I think it was Harmony and Horror. It was like one of the animated episodes of Harmony and Horror. I think? Something along those lines. And I remember after I was done with the episode, I was like scrolling around on looking at some of the comments or something, and I heard this weird noise. It sounded like a distorted baby cry almost. Like I was like, wah, but you know, more distorted and more ghostly sounding, I guess. And I was like looking around at like, you know, I was scrolling around thinking that the video was still playing, see if I had like other tabs open, and I could not for the life of you tell you where that sound came from. Oh, glue shell, cool. Oh, star, cool. I have no earthly idea where that sound came from, because I was just watching the video and that was it. And as far as I could tell, there wasn't like a video still playing or anything. So I just heard like a random scary baby noise for no reason. And I don't know where it came from. That's probably like the most paranormal thing I've encountered. I don't like super believe in the paranormal or anything like that, but that was kind of things like, was that like a ghost bab? Did I just have an encounter with a ghost bab? When people me roll their G's, that's bad. How do you roll your G's? Great! That's rolling your R's. I don't know how you roll your G's though. I'm alive! It sounded like a baby to start. It sounded like perfect Waluigi impression. Are things too funky show when scared? I didn't think I was even that scared. Like I thought the. I mean, maybe a little bit. I was probably unsettled, right? Because some of the episodes of the series I was watching, it had like a warning that was like warning graphic. It's like, yeah, it lives up to that. It was pretty harrowing. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break and go get myself some Wawa. Mostly help without dying back in the day. It kind of reminds me of how I one time wrote an essay in college about fear responses and how it helped for survival. I thought that was kind of an interesting study. Anyway, I'll be RB in just a moment. Gonna go get some water. So stay tuned for some more awful Mario Kart gameplay. Giant enemy spider. Hold on. What is this? Vibrate the skin in your mouth and back as fast as possible. There's this one little place where the skin is just loose enough to vibrate, but still far back. You might need some saliva back there to hear it. And close your mouth as much as possible while doing it, and trying to make a G sound. Grr. Well, like that. That's not rolling your G's. That's rolling your R's. You always say you rather think you saw a person and not have than not see a person who was there. Same with the baby. You'd rather hear a baby that wasn't there than not hear a baby that was. I assure you, there were no babies. I don't think even the like the horror and the internet horror thing I watched even had any babs in it. Grr. I don't know what you're talking about with rolling G's. I don't know if you're getting confused with rolling R's, but I think you might be whistling Dixie a little bit. All right, who are we gonna play as now? No lips. Grr, grr. You can't roll the sound. Hold on. It gets bad. Hold on. I wanna look at something. Oh wait. I guess I'm playing as Dry Bones. Okay, apparently rolling G's is like a flight term. Okay, that didn't help me at all. I'm gonna have to listen to what that sounds like later. Oh, that's a crazy look at me. How'd you do that? That bee looks so cool. What the hell? It's like a shadow mask guy or something. But I worry about that. Oh, we're going to Koopa. We're going to Koopa. Koopa Cape. I almost forgot the name of the level. I'll have to look further into the concept of rolling G's. Mr. Freeman. Mario Kart. John Mario Kart in the server. He's finally here, performing for you. Hey, one day you get hit by. Come on, man. Get real. Get real! Man. But yeah, the more I play this game, the more I'm honestly thinking about Mario Kart World. Like, man. Like, we talked about it on stream before. It's like, how the heck do you even innovate Mario Kart from this? Like, this seems like, you know, the best it could possibly get. Well, it seems the answer is toss it out the window and make it open world. Which open world Mario Kart sounds like the kind of thing that some like AVGN type would make to make a joke about how modern gaming sucks. Like, ooh, what's next? Open world Mario Kart? Ass. But then, like, I viewed it, and then I saw her face, and now I'm a believer. There's not a trace of doubt in my mind. Like, I remember before we discussed, like, you know, a lot of people seem to think that the new gimmicks are going to be, like, you know, fuel or having to make pit stops. And I remember when we first saw the trailer, I thought that little pickup was like a wonder seed. It's like, oh, maybe you get like a wonder seed and it'll change the track a little bit. Still not entirely sure what that little pickup even is, but I guess we'll probably find out on the 12th when that direct happens. We'll find out the real nitty-gritties of the Mario world. Open world smash win. I want to smash my bros anywhere I want. I don't want any all these smashing restrictions. I just want to smash my bros in the comfort of everywhere. Is that so much to ask? What even hit me? I mean, I guess I would not be terribly surprised if that was like a game mode in a Future Smash Bros. Game where you just explore. I mean, I feel like that's not even out of the realm of possibility, honestly, considering that we've had games like Smash Run where you explore a giant level, usually separated from other folks. The one whoever made the cow from Moo Moo Meadows a playable character in Mario Kart to be promoted to CEO. You're speaking my language. I agree wholeheartedly. My amount of happiness went up so hard when I saw, wow, I'm in 12th place. Oh, how cool. My amount of like joy and like serotonin went up so much when I saw the Moo Moo cow from the Moo Moo Meadows on a bike back in the barnyard style. Hell yeah. Oh, hello there, Xuppy. I don't know if I ever pronounced your name right. Hello, Panchava. Welcome to the fjords. Good to see you. Oh, finally a Twitch chatter with some decency. All these Twitch chatters over here without pants. Finally someone respectful. Yeah, no, for real. You know how hard it is to have to stare in someone's face when they're not wearing pants? Very awkward. I am the pants haver, not the pants wearer. Damn, that's deep. Is that Peter Griffin? That's deep. That's poetic. I'm 13. This is deep. But no, I said it earlier, but I am so stoked that the new Mario Kart game is just throwing in whoever the hell. Like, yeah, you know, Mario is a series with a lot of crazy, cool characters. But we're gonna toss in the Goombas, the Koopas, the Troopas, and the others. You could play as a sidestepper. I remember seeing a post of someone saying that I'm gonna play as the sidestepper with voice chat on and just do a bad Mr. Krabs impression the entire time. Like, damn it, you stole my idea for a stream I had. No, I'll never do it. I have pants, therefore I am. That's what they call free pants. Shorts are so comfy and easy to wear. One must imagine a pants hopper. Yeah, some of the characters shown, like, what was it? There was like the sidestepper, there was the skeleton fish, there was like a snowman. A snowman from like Mario Kart 64 in particular, like that specific kind of snowman, not even the snowman from Mario Kart 64 or from Mario 64. And there was like a Pokey on the box art, like what the hell? But I love that. I love when they just toss in whoever. Like, yeah, personally, I'd probably be happy if they brought in like more, you know, named characters, you know, some from the RPG series like Gino or Vivian or whatnot. From Paper Mario type partners. But at the same time, I'm very cool with just having random enemies as the kart racers. Listen, when you have a game with 24 races, you gotta fill out the roster somehow, I guess. Even though this game has a pretty full roster and it does not have 24 characters, so what am I talking about? 24 racers, I should say. At the same time. Like, you better believe that I'm gonna be, there's a good chance I'm gonna be on the Goomba grind when Mario Kart World comes out. Thinking of Goombing it up. For all of my Goombas out there, my Goombas, where my Goombas at? The only note I have is that I wish that they would have used the Goomba from Mario Party 4. The one with the cowboy hat. That's my favorite Goomba. Like, you know, Goombario, Goombella, they're pretty cool too. But Goomba with the cowboy hat though, that's the real shit right there. That's the real. That's the real one. I have a bullet. Screw you. Screw your place in this world. I have a bullet. Who needs to even try? Just get a bullet. Just get a bullet. That's all you need. I gotta ask, is the Owen Zopi like an Owen soap or the Owen mop? I'm gonna be fishing it up so damn hard. Where are my skeleton fishes at? Where you at? Where you at? Only 1800s kids like the Goomba? Well, I guess I must be from the 1800s because I'm Goomba maxing. Who needs arms to drive? Not this guy. Not this guy. I always thought it was kind of implied that Goombas have like Homestar Runner style hands, where they're just invisible. I almost said invincible. Like, cause you see Goomba in games like, you know, Mario Superstar Baseball and like friggin' the new Mario parties. It's like, how do they do anything? It's because they either have invisible arms, or they have telekinetic psychic powers. One or the other. Goomba from the womb. Ever since I was born, I was a Goomba. I was molded by the Goombas, raised by them, molded by them. And by the time I saw the Mario characters, it was too late. That's the worst Bane impression ever, Jesus. Hey, look, Moonview Highway. I want to view some Goombas under the moon. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yes, once again, big fan of random Mario enemies. Like, we thought that it peaked with the Bee Queen in Mario Kart 7, right? We thought that was like the peak of random-ass Mario characters being thrown into Mario Karts. But no. Yeah, Greater Platypunk, yeah. When are they gonna add Greater Platypunk into into Mario Kart? Look, if they were still making Fortune Streets, that maybe that would have happened eventually, right? We'd get Greater Platypunk in Fortune Street at least. It's probably, you know, it's probably not out of the realm of possibility to just start tossing in, right? Just like random like Dragon Quest characters in the next Mario Kart, right? That'll be the DLC. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I didn't do a trick. Don't get hit by the cars! No, I am the car hit by the car, man. I'm the one who was hit by the car. I am Walter. Hit by a car, W. Heisenberg, more like hit by Karzenberg. Got him. I love when I run into walls. You'd really be able to tell by now, but I do enjoy getting hit by a good guy. I don't know why I'm alive. I'm in second place again for some reason. What? What? He's invincible. Okay, he's fine. You make me a believer. Believer. I think I'm catching up. Oh. Oh, come on. I was gonna say, I don't think I'll be catching up to that Shy Guy, but then I saw the blue star. Mushroom shell. Yeah, if I just keep naming all the different items in the game, I'll get there eventually. I was in second. I guess I'll take the fourth. B Queen, now we just got B. That's true. We did just get the B from Galaxy, just the B enemy. I love that. Greater Platypunk is so slept on, it's honestly kind of sad. I agree. I can't believe Greater Platypunk is only in 2 Dragon Quest games, and they're both Monsters games. I love Dragon Quest Monsters, don't get me wrong, but come on, toss that guy in a mainline game. Toss that guy in Dragon Quest 12. But I swears to you that whenever we get around to playing Dragon Quest Monsters, I don't even remember which game's in it. I know he's in the newest one, the Dark Prince, but I don't remember which other one he's in. It might have even been like a spin-off of a spin-off. But I assure you, Greater Platypunk will never leave our party when we get around to playing the Dark Prince. Don't know TQ12 update. Maybe someday. Maybe they'll reveal it at the treehouse tomorrow. Yeah! No. It's been 8 years. It's been 3,000 years. Yeah, I'm wondering what they're cooking up with Dragon Quest 12, because it's not like Dragon Quest is like, you know, a dormant franchise now, because, you know, we've had Monsters, we've had the remakes. There's remakes of 1 and 2 coming out this year. So it's not like Square Enix is you know, done with Dragon Quest or anything like that, but it's just, you know, they're taking their sweet time with 12 for some reason. I mean, I do want them to make it the best game it could possibly be, but, you know, radio silence is usually kind of a bad sign. Maybe. Maybe. I feel like it's been a long time since a game has ever been, like, you know, formally announced to be canceled. I remember that used to happen a lot of the time where, like, you know, I remember when Earthbound 64, there was like a whole article about how the game got canceled and had like screenshots. What would have been. I kind of feel like a lot of these games, a lot of games these days kind of get like silently canceled, where it's like, well, we're just kind of not going to talk about it anymore. I think the last like major AAA game I saw get like formally canceled You know, aside from like, you know, live service games that, you know, have an EOS announcements, it's probably Scalebound. I remember the cancellation of Scalebound was very public. Like, well, it didn't really work out. I'm still a little sore about that. I think Scalebound would have been amazing, but well, it just didn't come. It just didn't coalesce, I guess. I kind of feel like Platinum Games is still kind of feeling the. They're still kind of reeling cancellation of Scalebound to these days, because like Platinum is in a little bit of trouble, it would seem, with a lot of their major talents kind of you know, jumping ship, including Kamiya. So it's like, seeing the cancellation of Scalebound and the absolute disaster that was Babylon's Fall. Yeah, it's kind of a damn shame what happened to Platinum. They had some really cool games, but I don't know how much longer they got left. But yeah, I guess if Grasshopper Manufacturer is you know, a thing that exists again, who knows? Maybe should Nintendo ever want an astral chain too? They'd be like, yo, dog, take this, make my thing. Probably stuck in development hell. Absolutely stuck in development hell. There's no doubt about it. I don't think you would announce a game that early and then 8 years later, still no news about it, and for it to not be in development hell. Not to say games that you know, were in development hell, you know, they could still turn out to be pretty good. You know, stuff like, you know, Cuphead, Pikmin 4. Those were a couple of games that were announced very, very far ahead of their time before they were going to ever be released. Then when they came out, they were pretty beloved. Apparently, the game that was announced at last week's Nintendo Direct, it was called Witchbrook. Apparently, that game was announced like 10 years ago or something like that. And it only barely got a release date on the Switch Direct last week. And I said it last time, I think I kind of want to check that out when it comes out. It looks like something I'd really enjoy. An isometric kind of, you know, slow-paced wizard kind of game, or witch, I guess, in that case. Yeah, that sounds pretty appealing. That sounds like something up my alley. I could see myself putting a lot of time into that. And they showed it off a little bit during the Switch 2 presentation earlier today. As a part of a sizzle reel, it didn't like have its own article or anything like that. That's right, I call Switch Direct segments articles. Don't do that. Ah! Probably say Silksong is stuck in development hell as well. It was definitely stuck in development hell for how long ago it was announced. Although the sizzle reel from the Nintendo 2 Direct swears that the game is coming out in 2025. No exact release date, but it swears it's coming out in 2025. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, that was definitely Silksong is definitely. Well, I don't know if Silksong was necessarily stuck in development hell. More that Team Cherry being, you know, very much perfectionists with their games. That's not how they were with Hollow Knight. The difference is that when Hollow Knight first came out, there wasn't really a lot of expectations for Hollow Knight, I don't think. I don't know if it was like a Kickstarter game or not, but you know, for a lot of people, that game kind of blew up out of nowhere. And, you know, it probably existed long before it even got released. Kind of like Pizza Tower. The Pizza Tower was very established before it ever even came out. And people were like, whoa, what the heck this game came from? It's like, it existed for quite a while. So I don't really know the whole story of the Hollow Knight development. I feel like that's kind of the big difference. I don't think there was really a lot of expectation for Hollow Knight, but there's infinite expectations for Silksong. You know, Team Cherry seems to have some pretty talented developers that really care, so I have no doubt that when Silksong eventually does come out, it'll be pretty good. It's just a matter of, you know, getting there. You really see me as the wizard type? You don't give off big wizard energy? What? What kind of energy do I get? Okay. If you had to name me as like a fantasy class, what am I? What is my class? Okay, what is my Dragon Quest job? Because I could have swore that this stream was pretty wizard coded. Like when we played Metopia, I fully expected all you the chat members when we played that game to be like, oh, you should be a wizard. This stream is so wizard coded. Ha ha ha. But then it didn't happen. I was called a thief. I ain't no thief. Just because I steal jokes all the time from other people way funnier than me doesn't make me a thief. Okay. All right, I want to go to Rainbow Road. We're going to Rainbow Road. Next time, eat my dust. They added slops, but only upside down so they didn't have to program slopes. The animations aren't that precise. Since walk cycles are short, they cut tons of corners. All the necessary corners to get a game out that looks great in not much time. I was making a joke, you gadzook. What? What are you calling a gadzook? Is that like a bad word? I know that there's like some like old wizards out there that go like gadzooks. But like is gadzook like a bad word? Should I be saying that out loud on stream? I still can't get the friggin' whoever vandalized my stream and wrote gadzooks in the top right corner. I still can't get that shit off. I'm telling you, it was written in magic marker. And not like store brand magic marker. I think it was an actual magic marker that has some kind of like enchantment on it. I just can't get it off. God, I can't hear this song without thinking of the Breaking Bad video. Where it's playing the speed of sound where Walter White is going, woohoo! I don't know why Walter White sounds like Yoda. I love that video. That's gotta be one of my favorite videos ever made. Walter White in Rainbow Road. That is a top tier YouTube video. I don't think I have it downloaded though, for some reason. I think I would. Okay, I'm gonna ask you an even deeper question than what Dragon Quest what class am I? Okay, what is my persona in your opinion? What would I be? I've been told that I am a rat, mostly by Poison Fox. I know that to be true. I don't know if I have rat-like qualities. Bro missed three tricks in a row. 1 out of 3 tricks in a row. I'm in second place, I'll have you know. I'm in third place, I'll have you know. We're frozen today. Fuck yourself, Waluigi. No, it's all going off the rails. Oh, I'm fine. Yoshi. Oh, I just destroyed that person's life. It's John Mario Kart, Space Marine. Quite true. All of you, get out of my way. It's Dry Bones time. What did I hit my own shell. Damn it. Well, at least it didn't hit me. Okay, there's a real possibility. Did I drink all my water already? How did I do that? There's a very distinct possibility that green shell would have ricocheted and hit me right in my skeletal dome. Okay. So at least I didn't have to worry about that now. Did a few hours. Let's get a music park. Just tried to drink my water bottle. Was First year DQ class is definitely gadabout. Just there for the last. Not very skilled, but has some hidden talent if you stay strong enough. And what's a Persona? I never played Persona. Oh no, I didn't say Persona. I said Fursona. With an F. Also, with the gadabout comment, fuck you. And oh, thank you. But no, if I was a Persona, I'd definitely be Thor. I'm so cool and strong. It'd definitely be Thor for Persona. He has a hammer. And he like doesn't wear pants. I'd definitely be Thor. I've been told that in terms of Persona, that I would be like a low level enemy who is just fusion fodder. I'm the low level enemy who is like the negotiation tutorial and then the fusion tutorial. That is what I've been told. Once again by the Poison Fox. I'm being constantly insulted by my own mod. Just because she has a green sword. Ow. I'm also hurt in the video game. I'm damaged. You know what game also has a gadabout class? Dragon Quest X. Seriously, that game actually does have a gadabout class for some reason. Even though I don't think it helps you turn into a sage. At least I don't think it does. In the context of 10. I haven't really had a chance to play 10 in a while. I want to get back into it. I was kind of holding out hope that one of the like crazy crackhead reveals of the Switch 2 would have been the English release of Dragon Quest X. But I really don't think that's gonna happen. Like, I guess I'll wait to reserve judgment until, you know, because there's probably gonna be a Switch 2 version of Dragon Quest X released in Japan. And like if that gets announced, then there's like no announcement for an English, you know, an English translation. Then it's so over. It's so over. Never happened. Never ever. So I'm holding out some slight cope, not hope, but cope, that it could be a thing that exists for the Switch 2. I'd love to play a full English translation of Dragon Quest X because I actually think it is like a really, really cool game. No, not a blue shell. What have I done? What have I done to deserve this? No, I wasn't first. I wasn't first. I guess I guess I'll take second. Okay. If I'm only gonna get Mario Kart in just a little bit, you know what? I'll take a second. I'll take a second. You're going to be a reptile that's definitely just a lizard, but you'd insist that you're actually a leopard gecko, iguana dragon named Gorgus. It's me, Gorgus. I'm not just your average lizard. I'm Gorgus. Something like that. You know, I can live with being a lizard. Hiss. Lizards don't make hissing noises, I don't think, do they? I don't, whatever. But I am definitely Gorgus. Absolutely. Absolutely. At first, I had no idea how accurate that is. Just a vibes guess. You ever heard of a vibe check? That was a vibes guess. I give up some real lizard energy, apparently. Damn. First I get called a thief, and then I give out lizard energy. What am I, some kind of Argonian from the Elder Scrolls? I can make that joke now since apparently some strange wizard guy played Elder Scrolls on my stream yesterday. I looked it up. There's the VODs on YouTube. I don't know how the fuck. I don't know when or why some random wizard dude broke into my house, but he left wizard dust everywhere. I had to vacuum that shit up, and then my vacuum grew wings and flew away. So that wizard he owes me a vacuum. He owes me a new vacuum, but I think he also stole like a couple of plants around my house. Like I just looked over and I'm just missing a bunch of leaves. So he owes me a vacuum and some plants. I'm gonna claim them from said wizard. New Elden Ring something? I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Well, yeah. There's a port of Elden Ring coming to the Switch too, which I don't really look. It's weird. I'm not sure how to feel about the performance of the Switch 2 when it comes to third-party titles. Because, like, on one hand, a lot of the first-party games that were shown off run at like 60 FPS at 4K quality. Those look really, really good. And so a lot of third-party games, you know, it looked like they ran at least at a consistent 30. Like with Hitman. I almost said Hitland. Hitman looked like it was 30, but for some reason, the Elden Ring port to Switch 2, it looks like it runs like very horribly for some reason. I have this weird theory that I think a lot of the dev kits that were getting Switch 2 dev kits that were given out might be like a little bit inaccurate and maybe like not a super good showing of what the Switch 2 is capable of. So I remember there was apparently a lot of developers out there did not have Switch 2 dev kits. And the ones that did, apparently it didn't support 4K. So let's be able to believe that the Switch, in fact, did not switch 4K. But it does. So I don't know if like the few, you know, the few devs that did get dev kits just got this really weird fucked up version of the dev kit. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, new Elden Ring on the Switch. Apparently it's going to come with the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. That's all well and good. Personally, I would have been more happy with an Armored Core 6 port because I'm more of an Armored Core kind of feller. More into Armored Core than I am the FromSoft Souls type games. But you know what? That's cool too. I'm kind of hoping that the final version of the game does not run like that because that's kind of silly. There was also that new FromSoft game, which was what was it? What's it called? Blood Boys, something like that. Dusk Blood. Yeah, I think it was Dusk Blood. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. In the same direct that they announced Silksong and Deltarune, chapters 3 and 4, I really, for a moment when I was watching that trailer, I was like, "Is this Bloodborne 2?" They seriously announced the sequel to Bloodborne in this direct. A game that people have been yearning for decades. Sequel to Bloodborne? No, it's its own thing. Apparently it's a PvE type thing where you fight against players and enemies. Not sure how that's gonna work out. It's kind of weird because Elden Ring Night Rain I thought was like the big experiment when it came to, FromSoft having a multiplayer focused Souls game. But then apparently they're making another one for the Switch in the form of Punk Blood, Storm Blood, Steam Blood. I can't remember what it's called. Dusk Blood, yeah. So that's kind of an interesting choice, I guess, to having multiple multiplayer Souls games. Hitman 007. Yeah, there was that Hitman, which I always wanted to get into Hitman. I feel like Hitman's one of those things I would love dearly. And then, yeah, apparently there's a new 007 game that's being worked on for the Switch too. And I'm a little... I guess we'll see how it turns out, but, I feel like it's kind of a coin toss when it comes to licensed video games. Oh my god, why am I flying? I think 007 games have a pretty good track record for actually being pretty good, especially on like the N64 and GameCube. But I guess who knows what the new game was? Will it be another GoldenEye remake? Who knows? I wish they would just release that one GoldenEye remaster that was supposed to come out on Xbox Live, but then was canceled. People have apparently found the game and are able to fully play it, and it's apparently it's like amazing. Really good remaster of the video game. Oh, okay, I'll just fly off the edge, I guess. But who knows, really. We got the double star power. I like how I missed all the speed ups. Speed up! Yeah, if there would be a new 007 game that like isn't GoldenEye remake, I wonder if they do off some of the new movies. I haven't really seen a new James Bond's. I did see this one scene where, spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure James Bond dies at the end, where he gets like caught up in a crazy explosion. So like, I guess that's the thing. James Bond is freaking dead now. Or maybe he has been for a long time, for all I know. I don't know. Oh, you're gonna hit me with the green shell in front of God and everyone? Oh, you piece. You piece. No. Fucking bullshit. How dare you do this to me? How could you? I can't believe that guy hit a green shell in the middle of the street. Green shell in the middle of the street. Green shell in the middle of the street. Are those separate or one? Those are definitely separate things. Hitman and 007. Like a 007 Hitman. Woo, if it's a 007 game number 18, well, cool. No, I think they're different. I'm pretty sure... Are they different? I'm pretty sure it's a 007 game made by the same studio and not like a Hitman thing. I think. I actually don't know. Well, now you've gotten me question. I didn't even realize that they were even related. Now I'm wondering. I guess I'll have to go back and see. So I didn't see this. Okay, did you, Scoot? Did you see the direct live? Because I didn't see it live myself. I only saw it like a little bit ago before I started streaming. Did the stream break? I've seen people online being like, "Wow, the stream freaking broke and froze on a specific frame." Is that real? Yeah, it did. Oh no, that's awful. Oh man. Oh no, nothing. That feels so bad. Oh god. Nothing gives me more secondhand embarrassment when I'm watching a presentation, like, you know, a direct or like the Game Awards or something like that, and it has technical issues. Oh no. Wasn't that bad? All right, but still. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I keep talking about jump scares in the directs when it came to Deltarune and Silksong. You know what? It was also a jump scare. Fucking Randy Pitchford, Mr. Greaseman himself, showing up in the Switch Direct going like, "Yo, Borderlands 4." I'm like, ugh. What are you doing here? Randy Pitchford has escaped captivity. The galaxy is in peril. Yeah, so, you know, Borderlands 4 for the Switch. I mean, you know, fine. I like Borderlands. I used to like it a lot more, and then 3 kind of soured me a little bit on the series. I think I'm still a little bit interested in 4 to see what it's like, but I don't know. I'm not like super invested in the series. What was I wonder what Borderlands 3 was like on the Switch, because I know that got a port, and I never expected that game to get a port on the Switch. Probably isn't that great, but it probably exists. It definitely exists. I don't know why I said probably. something else in the direct that I thought was really cool. Enter the Gungeon 2. Oh my god, Enter the Gungeon is seriously one of the best roguelikes out there. Easily one of the best twin stick shooter type roguelikes out there. And having a sequel being announced at the thing. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. Although I kind of thought the whole thing is that they exited the dungeon and that was like it, but I guess they're going back in. Just when I thought they were back out, they pulled me back in. We missed that. It was going through that one island game about friends and froze for about a minute. Oh yeah, that game published by Konami or whatever. The audio kept going on, and then the video started back up with the Civ part about maybe behind when it froze, but the audio kept going on, so we missed like the Final Fantasy thing or whatever. But then it synced up again, and when it cut to all the games that didn't pay as much, like that's things that didn't pay as much, like that Silk Song was in. We heard about them, but didn't see them. So wait, the screen was frozen, and the entire time it was the guy was like, "Here's Gungeon 2." Oh, that would have drove me nuts. That would have drove me insane if I saw it live. I would have been like, "What? Show me the Gungeon? What do you mean? Fix the screen, damn it!" Oh my god, I would have panicked so hard if that happened. Oh man, that happened to me one time when I was watching one of the Smash Ultimate Directs that was revealing a new character, and it just kept buffering, so I just saw little bits and pieces of the actual footage. It was like the last one before the game came out. It was when they announced Ken and Incineroar. And it just kept showing little bits and pieces of like the wrestling rink as I kept trying to I kept trying to pause and unpause to try to fix it. And it was just like inch a little bits, and then eventually I got jump scared by Incineroar. Like I didn't even. I missed so much of the presentation. I didn't realize Ken was in there. I missed the part with Ken, and then like, oh, Ken's just there casually. I missed the part with Ken and it just showed Incineroar. I thought they were just like very casually announcing Ken for Smash Ultimate. Yeah. Speaking of Final Fantasy, since they're showing off, I wonder what other Final Fantasy related stuff they're going to be bringing over to the Switch too. They showed Final Fantasy VII Remake, the integrated version, which is like a re-release of Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think, which is cool. I played Final Fantasy Remake on the PS4 when that came out. I thought it was cool. I'm not really familiar with the original Final Fantasy VII. I kind of want to play that before I get back into the remake stuff. The original. But I'm wondering if they're going to bring over the, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The sequel that came out was that last year already? Jesus. Yeah, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Final Fantasy 16, and maybe even Final Fantasy 14. That'd be a lot of cool stuff to have on the Switch, too. I'm always kind of considering getting into Final Fantasy 14, but I'm always afraid that it will like eat my life alive. And then imagine a game like that portably. Oh dear God. Yeah, go on the mud, dry bones. It's my other self. Off my other self. I like the noises dry bones make. He goes, eee! Oi! My mushrooms! Oh dear. Oh, barely made that jump, boy! The chat went from yelling about the stream being frozen, yelling about the audio, to being excited about Hilk song, and then chat crashed. Crass. They were so crass. But yeah, I love that Silk song. Didn't even have any fanfare. It was just in the sizzle reel, like, here it is. Now stop bugging me. That's hilarious. It reminds me of that Smash Ultimate Direct, where like for a second it really seemed like Zero from Mega Man X was gonna be a playable character. it just shows 0 in this in like the Hyrule Temple stage. I'm like, what the? Well, slow the fuck down. What? He was just an assist trophy. But I thought for a second like 0. What the hell? No, he was just an assist trophy. I got actually baited twice about when it came to assist trophies because I remember. Was it the same Ultimate Direct or was it another one? But there was another Ultimate Direct where they talked about each character individually, kinda. And I think I remember it got to Bayonetta, or at least her stage. I don't really remember. But then it showed a shadow of Rodon, and like English guy translating Sakurai was like, "It seems we have a guest." Like fucking Rodon and smash all. No, it was just an assist trophy. I would have loved if Rodon was playable. That'd have been so sick. I think I would have mained him. I love Rodon so much. Bayonetter. I only barely started going through the. Actually, started going through the Bayonetta games myself, like kind of recently. Like I played Bayo 1 a couple of years ago. I still need to get to 2 and 3. Although 3 apparently seems like a bit of a thing. Gotta go look and just go to sleep now. Calculus exams and haven't studied yet, so well, I'll do it for tomorrow morning. The exam starts at 1. Well, good luck with that, Scooterfin. Thanks for chilling out with the Mario Krats. I'm probably also gonna go soon. Just gonna do a couple more matches, most likely. And I'm wondering what we should do tomorrow. I'm serious. I'm seriously wondering what the heck we should do to occupy ourselves for the next couple of months. I've been really kind of considering playing a game like Slime Rancher or Stardew Valley, just something we can kind of chill out with. But we'll see. I will get to Dragon Quest 3 eventually. You mark my words. I mean, we kind of already did an RPG. I don't know if I want to jump into one more, but it's a Dragon fucking Quest 3. It's gonna happen, okay? It's gonna happen, okay? You know I'm good for it. You know I love Dragon Quest and how I want to play it. But gonna be honest with you, I almost kind of want to wait for the Switch 2 version. Do you think it'll be 60 FPS on the Switch 2? Is this 60 FPS already on the regular Switch? I kind of doubt it. But 60 FPS on Switch 2? Ooh, that'd be so shit. When? I don't know. I don't know when Dragon Quest 3 will be, okay? Maybe after the Switch 2 comes out sometime. That guy just faked shit. One stream, though, you might need to get the city to come clean up the stream interface. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gotta get some wizard hats removed. Gotta get some graffiti off of my stream. If not, now it's gonna take so long because you're gonna spend a year playing Switch 2 games. What Switch 2 games? Oh yeah, they actually announced quite a few at the thing, didn't they? All right, well, okay. Listen, I'll let you know what's happening. Okay, when it comes to the Dragon Quest 3 situation is crazy. Okay, I'll let you know. What? Wait. Why is Skyrim here? What the hell? I haven't played Skyrim. What? Why is it installed? I uninstalled it. Whatever. Who cares? Whatever. But yeah, thank you for watching Scoot, Mario, Green Squid, and Pantaver, Axolotl Pantaver. What is your name? I know it's about pants. Xopie has pants. Thank you, Xopie. Thank you for your pants. Yeah, it was fun. Despite my misgivings about the pricings, I'm very excited for the Switch 2. I'm gonna have a blast with Mario Kart World when it comes out. I know we will. And we'll see. We'll see. Well, we might revisit some other games that we've either done before, haven't done before, thanks to the various upgrades they might be having. So that might be a thing. But yeah, have a good rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow with another whatever thing. Okay. Maybe I'll stop doing whatever stuff on next Monday, because we're very much in whatever territory right now. So yeah, see ya.
Oh shit! Here comes Pac-Man.